Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis, in the county of Shelby, in the state of Tennessee. Today's date, early Monday morning, September the 18th, 2017, time 6:11 a.m. First, I thank you all my family, my support for your continued encouragement and support. I'll continue to keep myself employed right here in this Memphis tri-state area. I'll continue to further my education at Monroe College online, pursuing my social degree, studying business administration, concentration market. And the music here in the background, that's Radio Africa Online. I'm do right now on my Instagram. Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis, in the county of Shelby, in the state of Tennessee. Today and date is early Monday morning, September 18, 2017, time 6:12 a.m. First, I thank all my fans, my support for your continued encouragement and support. The music in the background is Radio Africa Online. First, I always give thanks to God for all His blessings and His guidance. I'm doing my Facebook Live now. Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis, in the county of Shelby, in the state of Tennessee. Today's date is early Monday morning, September the 18th, 2017, time 6:15 a.m. First, I thank all my family, my support for your continued encouragement and support. The music in the background is Radio Africa Online.
fresh. Is it fresh? We come again. Can excuse it. Everybody, make me go. Put on the shoe down. Reach your waist. Before you dance, make you listen to the beat. Cause this one will sweep it off your feet. Forget your stress, forget your sorrows, forget your pains now. Make me go. Put on hands down on your feet. No need to stop, no need to wonder. Stop and steady, I will give you the weight. Make me dance, hot to the beat. Cause this one will make you forget your pain. Come everybody, now make it dance to the sound of the music. Fresh with groove. Put on your dancing shoes. I wanna dance to the songs and we dance to the music. Come everybody, now make it dance to the sound of the music. Fresh with groove. Put on your dancing shoes to the dance. I wanna dance to the music.
Turn the music in the background. There's Radio Africa Online. Excuse me. Having wireless connection, Facebook Live, trying to reconnect. Okay, we're back. We're back on Facebook Live. Connection came back. Yeah, we're back. So we're going to continue to talk about African traditional religion. As you know, African traditional religion is being taught at institutions of higher learning, meaning colleges, universities in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, you can earn a bachelor's degree, you can earn a PhD studying African traditional religion. Now, now, as you know, one of the books we're going to continue to read from and refer to is titled West African Traditional Religion, written by Dr. Joseph Omasang and Dr. P. Adenumo Dupemu. Another book we're going to continue to read from and refer to is titled African Traditional Religion and Definition, written by Dr. E. Beloja Adowu. Another book we're going to continue to read from and refer to is titled African Religions and Philosophy, written by Dr. John S. Meek. Another book we're going to continue to read from and refer to is titled Concepts of God in Africa, written by Dr. John S. Meek. as you know, the United States government, but other governments around the world, they pass laws. And these laws are passed to make us all safe. Everybody on the earth. Now, one of the laws the United States government passed, the Organized Crime Control Act of 1970, and Title IX of the Organized Crime Control Act of 1970, the Racketeer, Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, or the RICO Act. And also, the Comprehensive Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act of 1970, the Controlled Substance Act, the Psychotropic Substances Act, the Continuing Criminal Enterprise Statute, or the Kingpin Statute, is all anti-gang. The Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Act of 1974 established the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, as well as other related legislation as anti-gang. Sure. The Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, and Comprehensive Gang Model, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, Bureau of Justice Assistance, Office of Justice Program in the United States Department of Justice. Office of Justice Program, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, United States Department of Justice, Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative Project, Safe Neighborhood. United States Department of Justice, Office of Community Oriented Police and Service, Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative. The Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, United States Department of Justice, Office of Justice Program, Bureau of Justice Assistance, International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, United States Department of State, the Institute for Intergovernmental Affairs, Gang Resistance Education and Training, the GREAT Program. The United States Department of Justice, Office of Justice Program, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention in October 2009. The National Youth Gang Center, which had been funded by the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention since 1995, merged with the National Gang Center, which had been funded by the Bureau of Justice Assistance since 2003. The National Gang Center compilation of state laws against gangs. Now you can go to the National Gang Center website and you can be informed about state laws against gangs, gang prevention, and overview of research and program. Mr. James C. Howe, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. United States Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, National Gang Center Bulletin. And the title of that bulletin, The History of Street Gangs in the United States. Read the books in the bulletin. And also you go to Wikipedia, you can find the same information. Title, Gangs in the United States. The United States Department of Justice, Office of the United States Attorney Manual 1457, Criminal Street Gang Statute 18, United States Code 521. The United States Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigation, National Gang Intelligence Center. The United States Department of Justice, Organized Crime and Gang Section, and other federal, state, and local agencies. The United States Department of Justice, Office of Justice Program, National Institute of Justice, Anti-Gang Strategies, Prevention, Intervention, Assessment, and Suppression. United States Department of Justice, Office of Justice Program, National Institute of Justice, United States Department of Health and Human Services, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, National Center for Injury Prevention and Control, Changing Course, Preventing Gang Membership. Also, Strive to striving to reduce youth violence everywhere. And also United States Department of Justice, United States Department of Education, United States Department of Health and Human Services, United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, the United States Department of Labor, and the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy. National Forum on Youth Violence Prevention Forum. You can go to youth.gov and be informed about the National Forum on Youth Violence Prevention, as well as the Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative and the Comprehensive Gang Model. And also the United States Department of Justice, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, National Crime Prevention Council, keeping kids out of gangs. Also, anti-hazing. Go to lawyers.com, be informed about anti-hazing. Also, coercion, sexual coercion, psychological coercion, psychological manipulation, and psychological abuse. Coercion, coerce, sexual coercion, psychological coercion, psychological manipulation, psychological abuse. Now, we know that recently been reported in the news media, that what they call themselves, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Aryan Brotherhood, Nazis, skinheads, and all the other ones. Trying to think, and then you got the other people, the other ones, the so-called counter protesters. For one example, they call themselves Antifa, and that anti-white supremacists. You had all these people protesting, and even recently, what they call, they had a new slogan, heritage, not hate, and what they call unite the right, and they was out protesting and marching and all this, and then you had the counter protesters, and they had this what they call it, the new Confederate States of America. The new Confederate States of America. And they protesting and all this. Generally. And the statues, and wants to preserve the history of America, the Confederate history. And then you have people protesting against that. And so it's all about the gang. That's the basic, that's what it is. It's the gang. They're trying to preserve the gang way of life. They're trying to preserve that way of life. The Germans and the Latins trying to preserve the gang. And so, because when it comes to the slave trade, the East African slave trade, the West African slave trade, many European people didn't even have anything to do with the slave trade, period. Many groups of people on this earth did not have anything to do with the slave trade in any shape, form, or fashion. And so, the Arabs, the East African slave trade, the Afro-Asiatic, the Arabs, East African slave trade, and then you had the West African slave trade, the Latins and the Germans, and the other European people, the Slavics and the Ottomans, the Greeks, Albanians, many Slavic people, the Hungarians, I mean, you know, there are many people who just didn't have anything to do with slavery. Period. No shape, form, or fashion. They had anything to do with it. It was the Germans and the Latins. That's who it was. And you know, like we was talking about on Periscope, on my Periscope video, you know, me myself, I don't support that gang stuff, and you know, I be out here living my everyday life, go to work, things of this nature. You have people, you know, the entertainment is just saturated with this gang stuff, and you know, excuse me, you have celebrity athletes and entertainers who try to influence people to support this stuff, and you know, Hollywood make all these movies and the music you hear, and you know, they try to influence you through entertainment. And like we was talking about yesterday, for one example, you know, a person walking around calling themselves OG Keith Sweat and all this nonsense, you know, you really a dumb coward. You're really a dumb coward. And let me get the dictionary. Hold on, get the dictionary. Now I'm gonna have to take my glasses off. I didn't have it, you know, added to my glasses. But hold on for a minute. Alright, here we go. Gang. It's a noun. Number one, a set of implements or devices arranged to operate together. Number two, a group of persons working or associated together, especially a group of criminals or young delinquents. Okay. Number two, gang number two is a verb. Gang number one is a noun. Gang number two is a verb. Number one, to attack in a gang, usually used with up. Number two, to form into or move or act as a gang. Alright. Now let's turn it over here. Get the thesaurus. Alright, we read from the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Gang is a noun. Number one, a group of people working together on a task. And gang, a neighborhood residents spent the weekend cleaning up the park. Synonym, band, company, crew, outfit, party, squad, team. Related word, army, battalion, brigade, corps, troop, force, host, posse, stable, troop, administration, department, health, personnel, staff. Number two, a group of people sharing a common interest and relating together socially. The whole gang went out for pizza. Excuse me. The school's computer hackers had their own little game. Alright, synonyms: body, bunch, circle, clan, clique, community, quarterette, crowd, fold, lot, ring, set. Related word: bivy, covey, flock, herd, horde, mob, swarm, throng, club, college, fellowship, guild, also guild, league, organization, society, cohort, pack, camp, faction, set, side, tribe, mess, squad, brotherhood, fraternity, order, sisterhood, solidarity, sorority, community, alliance, block, coalition, confederation, congress, council, federation, union. Near antonyms: loner, individuals. Number three, a group involved in secret or criminal activity. See ring, number one. Alright, that's gang. Let's go to a mob. Hold on. Alright, now we read from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Alright, mob. Number one, it's a noun, come from Latin. mobile vocals, facilitating crowd. Number one, masses rabble. Number two, a disorderly crowd. Number three, a criminal gang. All right. Number two, mob is a verb. Number one, to crowd about and attack or annoy. Mob by fan. Number two, to crowd into or around. All right. Shoppers mob the store. Okay. Now go to the thesaurus. Okay, mob. It's a noun. Number one, a great number of persons or things gathered together. See crowd. Number one. Number two, a group involved in secret or criminal activity. See ring. Number one. Number three, the body of the community is contrasted with the elite. See mass. Number one. Verb, mobbed, to move upon or feel something in great number. See crowd. Number two. All right. So as you can see, when you read the people take, they call themselves a gang, and gang plus stir, mob plus stir. You just a dumb coward. You just a dumb coward. We live in a day and time where people have a phone. I have a phone, and you can use your phone. To look up, go to the dictionary, Merriam-Webster, dictionary.com, thesaurus.com. You can go to Cambridge University English Dictionary.com. You can go to Oxford University English Dictionary.com, Collins English Dictionary.com, Macmillan English Dictionary.com, as well as Oxford University Latin Dictionary.com. Hell, any word on this planet that you need to find out about, every language on this planet. You got the United Nations. They know speak language all over this planet. Look it up. You understand? We look these words up, and do that stuff is wrong. And like I say, people be doing that stuff is wrong, and you can't expect people to take that mess out, me included. You understand? From 2017 and back, you assume people, take being disrespected by you. And from 2017 and beyond, it's anti-gang. Me as well as some more individuals, man, they don't want to hear that nonsense. They know it's wrong. Nobody wants to allow nobody to disrespect them with that nonsense. So you might want to get that thought out your mind. But yeah. And so like I say, that's one of the main topics that need to be addressed, is that people need to stop horse playing with other people. And Bible, and we just need to come out that way of thinking, and it's just not something that need to be condoned, and it just need to be left behind. But if you insist on being stupid, being a dumb coward. Well, you know. But you know, there are 3 places in the Holy Bible where people talk, where it's a lie. Talk about being a Christian, and it's Acts chapter 11, verse 26. Yep. Acts chapter 11, verse 26. That's the first place. Acts chapter 26, verse 28. And then you go to 1 Peter. Chapter 4, verse 16. As you know, it's a lie. It's a lie. It was what Saul from Tarsus did. And Saul from Tarsus, the self-proclaimed so-called Apostle Paul, he lied. Now, when we talk about Saul from Tarsus, the so-called self-proclaimed Apostle Paul, he lied about being converted. You read Acts chapter 9 from the start to the end. Go to Acts chapter 22. Verse number 9. Acts chapter 22, verse number 9. Then turn back to Acts chapter 9, verse number 7. And the same thing, Acts chapter 26, verses 13 and 14. And turn back to Acts chapter 9, verse number 7. Saul from Tarsus, the self-proclaimed Apostle Paul, is a liar, thief, murderer. He's a devil. All these man-made churches. This is what they be going by. Romans chapter 16, verse 16. Salute one another within holy kiss the church. That church is the suffix es on the end of Christ. Salute you. And also 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse number 4. So that we ourselves glory in you in the church is suffix es of God for your patience and faith in all your persecution and tribulation that ye endure. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get ready to end my video. And I'm going to come back later. And again, my name is Eric D. Jones, also known as BrightShine. Live right here in the city of Memphis and the county sheriff in the state of Tennessee. And thank all my family, my support for your continued encouragement and support. And always keep God first. Till next time, take care of yourself with each and every one of your very best.
années peuvent défiler, mais moi je m'en moque. Les outils nous ont passé à garder notre globe.